You're live on YouTube. Good morning, everybody. It is August the 1st. Welcome to August 2026. It's 67 degrees here in Hampstead. Clear skies. I saw the moon, so I think they're clear. But I think it is going to be cloudy today, actually, now that I remember looking at the forecast. I think we're going to have a cloudy day. Not rainy, just cloudy. Let's get Rosie going. Come on. Here she comes. Here she comes.
Connected to YouTube livestream RX_KQHUPKZQ. Connected to YouTube livestream RX_KQHUPKZQ.
Tell you what, she can read off some letters pretty quick. All right. So we got 2 deliveries today. Lenny's and WhatADay. Let's get going. Let's get going. Seatbelts on, lights on. Let's get out there and pursue some happiness. Here we go. So WhatADay, look at this. I'm starting right on time today. I didn't have time to mess around. It was a large, or is, not was, we're still in the process. It is a very large order for WhatADay today. We've got 196 donuts in the van for WhatADay. Lenny's is a pretty normal order. No rainbow cakes today, though. They got some eclairs. Didn't get any rainbow cakes today. Everything's loaded up, so we're gonna go one circle. I haven't decided what I want to do about the gas yet. We are at 3/8 of a tank. 3/8. So I could get it today, I could get it tomorrow. Let's see what it looks like when I get back. I think there's a delivery. I think Bob's got to use the van this afternoon or later this morning. So, got to figure that. Do I want to? I don't like it to be close. I don't feel like to make him feel like he needs to get gas. You know what I mean? I'll see. Let's see what it looks like. WhatADay will decide. We'll either get it today or tomorrow, one or the other. Saturday morning. See the white lights that flash ahead of us? So they're on one of those antennas. But sometime over the past couple of months, maybe it was just earlier in July, they changed from being just red, solid red lights to white flashing lights. It used to just be solid red lights. I don't think they even blinked. I think they were just solid. And I know that because I didn't even know the thing was there until one morning. I was like watching a replay of my live stream, and I'm like, why are those red lights? Like, it looked like a line of red lights going up the center of my screen. I'm like, why are those lights? What is reflecting on my camera that's making that look like red lights in the sky? But there actually were red lights in the sky. Now, they're white flashing lights. I don't know why they changed. Not sure how I feel about it. But I do know that my feelings about it are totally irrelevant. August the 1st. Oh, and today, the WhatADay delivery. So there must be a Spider-Man, some kind of Spider-Man event going on at WhatADay today. So I'm curious to see whether Aaron's going to jump out of the back doors dressed like Spider-Woman. Is there a Spider-Woman? Is Spider-Man single? I don't know a lot about Spider-Man. I didn't know a lot about Pokemon either. Were blinking. See those red lights up there in the sky? Maybe you don't see it, man. Now I can't stop thinking about that tower. Maybe they were blinking. That's one way to find out. I can go back and watch a live stream from about 2 months ago. They would have been red. All right, I'm not going to play with this truck. We're just going to fall in behind this truck. I try to be respectful of trucks in traffic circles. Not even what is he doing? What is he doing? Oh, he's stopping at 7-Eleven, but he's going to park on the street. I hope not. Just letting me go by. Just letting us go by. That's nice. Very courteous. See that? Karma right there. Just let the guy go through the traffic circle in peace, and then he lets you go by afterwards. It's a beautiful thing. A lot of sleep last night. I'm getting a lot of sleep. I'm feeling good about it. I know I've said that a few times, but I'm very happy about my sleep. Saw a train this morning, so I've been thinking about trying to set myself up so I could film the train going by. I just thought that would be kind of cool. And there is a train track that runs parallel to this road. Right now, it is to the left of us, not very far back. It runs pretty close to the road during most of the ride. So I've thought about, I don't know when the train goes by. I know it's still used, but I don't know when the trains go by and all that kind of stuff. So I've been thinking about that. And this morning, as I was driving up to the bakery, there's a section where you're close enough that you can see the tracks. I mean, they're literally only like maybe 100 yards, maybe 200 yards off the road. And there was a train. There it was. It was moving insanely slow. I mean, I wasn't even sure if it was moving at all, but then when I got to the front of it, I could kind of see where it was going to cross a road. And, you know, the lights were flashing on the road. Like, so I was coming up, so it was on my right-hand side. So I looked over and I could see this one road that the lights were flashing because the train was coming. So it must have been moving very slowly. But if it had been moving a little bit faster...
There's 007 says, good morning, Craig. Hope all's well.
Hey, good morning. Happy Saturday. How are things over in the UK? We're having another... It's been cooler than usual temperatures here. I mean, in the afternoon we go up to like, I think it hit 90 yesterday, 90 degrees Fahrenheit. But like right now it's 64 degrees, pretty cold. Things are good. We got a heavy donut day, big day. The one cafe that we deliver to, they're having some kind of Spider-Man event today. I have to find out what that's about. Sometimes they get dressed up, so we'll have to see whether anybody in the restaurant is dressed
There's
up.
007 says, cheers, Craig. Not too bad today, just having to get my laundry done. There's no machine in my apartment. We have communal laundry, costs $7 each time to wash and dry clothes, not cheap.
Jeez. I have a washer at my house. I had a dryer and it broke, stopped heating, and I just never got it repaired. It's still there, but I don't use my dryer. I just hang my clothes. Many different places use that, you know, like how many homes are assigned to one washer and dryer unit? Like, is it a couple of machines? Because that would be interesting, trying to coordinate with other people.
There's 007 says, okay, Craig, I be back in a minute. Got to walk down 3 flights of stairs to check how it's doing, lol.
Gotcha. All right, man. least you're getting some exercise. I should get a dryer. Not really. I like not using a dryer because I've had no issues with shrinking clothes. Oh, green light. We gotta make this. Are we gonna make it? Are we gonna make it? I think so. It's a long green light. Oh, I was going to actually, I was going to go down the business route today. Not today.
Donna says morning all.
Good morning, Donna. Good Saturday morning. Look, there's now the sign says night lane closures August 2nd through 6th. I think it's funny that they keep increasing. Well, they're not increasing the time. They're just pushing it back, pushing it back, pushing it back. Like, I think they started working in the beginning of July. And like, they tell you that the road's going to be worked on 1 week at a time. Instead of just saying, you know, July 11th through August 15th or something like that. They've been going week by week. Kind of interesting. It's like you never really know. Are they done yet? I don't know. Maybe.
Donna says have laundry room in my condo building. There are 6 units and we have 1 washer and 2 dryers. Service takes care of maintenance.
Oh, that's a nice thing. It is nice that somebody else takes care of the maintenance. Can you like wash whenever you want? Like, is it? I'd be down there 2 o'clock in the morning probably. All right, I got this guy behind me now. Let's pass these 2 and go. Is in a big hurry. He's got to be going about 90, 95 miles per hour. Just 6 miles.
Donna says cost 1.25 each cycle.
That's for the washing and the drying. That's pretty good though. It doesn't seem too bad.
There's 007 says at Donafu 594 that's cheapest JSUT to wash the clothes is for I was thinking of buying a washing machine that plugs into the tap. One of those camping ones is can't fit full-size machine in my apartment. Now Donna says would like to have in my condo but would take up too much space.
You got one of those units that like
Donna says yes Chris they take up space.
You have those units that are like ones on top of the other. It's still kind of big though.
There's 007 says at Donafu 594 yeah the way the UK going sadly everyone be living in tents haha the price of everything getting crazy here. My neighbors all keep moving out as they can't keep up with price increase.
When they move out though, where do they move? Living in a fancy penthouse?
Donna says that's awful. Chris Ayers 007 says most move to other countries as other countries are cheaper.
Oh.
There's 007 says I live in Ascot. It is very expensive area.
Yeah, that's like in the US. People move from state to state sometimes. Some states have a reputation of being very expensive. California is very expensive. I haven't been to California in a long time, but they.
There's 007 says just avoid Spain lawless. Did you see what happened there, Craig, with the illegal immigrants? Very scary as they had to get army to clear them off.
Yeah, saw that. Well, we talked about that a little bit yesterday, but I saw it was still going on. Pretty crazy. I just can't imagine. Is Morocco a bad place to live? Like, I never thought it was. I don't understand why everybody's trying to leave Morocco, but I don't know enough about that area.
There's 007 says yeah over 60,000 of them ran across the border. Crazy stuff.
Well, didn't they have to swim or take boats? It's like a 3-mile. I thought I heard somebody say it's a 3-mile journey across the straits, right? Isn't it the Straits of Gibraltar? Is that right? I don't know if I'm mixing up stories in my head. I think that was the case. Seems like a plan.
There's 007 says no, it's not a bad place, it's just that these guys want to come to the EU or UK to claim free welfare money and healthcare and send the cash back to their home nation.
Well, and isn't it possible that it's sort of a plan? Like, aren't they, like they're not necessarily the finest citizens of Morocco. Let's put it that way. I think it seems to me that there's, for all of that to happen at once like that, it's got to be a coordinated plan. There's no way all of a sudden all those people are thinking, oh, today's the day I want to go do this. So there's something a little funky going on over there. I just don't get it. I guess it makes me grateful for living in a country that people are trying to get to instead of trying to get out of. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's the way I look at it. I mean, I don't like it. I don't like what's happening, but I'd rather be in the country that they're trying to get to than that. I mean, in a way, it is winning the lottery, right? It's kind of a luck. It's kind of a draw, luck of the draw kind of thing.
Sayers 007 says it was definitely organized. I think social media should be banned in certain countries if this continues to happen.
Yeah, you're right. That's what's making it so easy to coordinate now. I mean, you can talk to so many people at the same time. Get them all worked up. All right, let's get in there, get the rack. The Lenny sign is still out. Let's see. Is he in there? There he is. He's in there. My deli guy's in there. Good morning. Saturday. What?
1st of August. I'll be
I know.
my 7th. 1st of August.
1st of August already.
Yes.
It goes by fast.
We start putting winter clothes.
Yeah. Before you know it. That's right.
Winter clothes. Yeah.
He must have just gotten here right before us. Whoa. Let's grab the camera. Sponge. Our signs still count. See the moon. Look. See the moon? Right on top of that. Right next to the pole up there. Okay, here we go. We've got 40 chocolate chip cookies, 38 Danish, and then other stuff. I think we have 2 apple turnovers, 1 apple fritter. Not that I memorized it. A few Danish. Not 36, I think it's 38 actually, 38 Danish. That's important. And then, so this is our tray with all the other stuff. So I think we've got 20 black and white cookies, 3 eclairs, 2 donuts, 2 apple turnovers, 1 fritter, 2 croissants, and then you've got 5 chocolate top cookies here that apparently didn't fit on the other tray. All right, we got some donuts in there. Let's take this stuff in. What days do you not have off? Do you work?
I was off on Thursday.
Oh, I'm off on Thursdays too.
On Thursday, so for this Friday, I switch. I mean, somebody switched with me. It's like
Oh,
on Thursday,
and then you were off on Friday.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
No matter, I work on Thursdays.
Do you work on Sunday?
Yes, I work on Sunday.
Do you?
Not all the time.
Sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes. But you know.
All right. Well, have a good weekend. Yes. That's right. That's the WhatADay trays that didn't fit in the cabinet. So that was the cabinet is full of donuts. That's their mini Danish cinnamon buns, but they had more donuts than could even fit in the cabinet. $1.96. Let's get in here. Gotta get my sponge on here. Figure out a. All right, where are we going? We're going to WhatADay now. So one down, one to go. We're going to WhatADay. Ooh, sounded good. That's at 5:50. We're good. We're good on time.
There's 007 says I noticed the sub count went back down to 495. Craig, I think YouTube worked out the scam I had of other accounts, lol.
Oh, maybe that is. I noticed that. I saw that it was down. Maybe they did. That's true. Yeah, because I saw it when I saw, yesterday afternoon. I saw 498. I'm like, okay. And then, yeah, it was back down. Well, you know, you tried. You tried. It doesn't surprise me, though. They're getting pretty good at that kind of stuff.
There's 007 says yeah, lol.
We'll get there. We'll get there. I got to put a video out. I've got to put a video out. I told Jennifer I want to get some footage of donut decorating. There's one machine. Oh look, there were a bunch of deer right there by the road. I'm fascinated by the machine that they use to fill the cream-filled, jelly-filled donuts. Not the ones that you see that are like, not the cream-filled where you can see it. It almost looks like a sandwich because it's got the cream.
Donna says, Craig, is there a benefit to 500?
I think there is. Yeah, I don't know if. Yeah, there is. There at 500, I think you can turn on some of the features. 1,000 is the standard for like full-blown monetization. That's like 1,000 you can start participating in their, I think they call it a partnership program, where you know, if people are watching commercials, because you can't stop the commercials from happening, but the people that are, you can accept part of the a percentage of the revenue from the commercials. I gotta say, commercials. I don't know if you guys are premium or if you have to watch the commercials. I remember before I was premium. I pay for the premium because I couldn't take it anymore. Commercials were driving me crazy, and I assume that you can still do this, but like as soon as a commercial would come up, after about a second or two, you could skip it. And I used to do that all the time. However, I have learned that, let's say you've got a monetized channel that's playing a commercial. If the person skips the commercial, then they don't get any revenue for that, right? You're only going to get revenue for the commercials that people watch. I did learn that.
There's 007 says what I did was just install an ad blocker on my computer, but on my phone it's not possible to get one that blocks YouTube ads. Lol.
Oh, but you can do that on the computer? Really? I didn't know that. I wonder what it does. That's pretty interesting. So if you're on your computer, it's just like you have
There's
premium?
007 says yeah, Stan's ad blocker is the best on Windows.
Wow. That's a good deal. Do you have to pay for ad blocker? Is it a program? Is it free? That's a pretty good deal. And I don't even know how it works on TV. I guess if you watch on TV, there's no way to block it.
There's 007 says yeah, it's free.
Wow. I never watched YouTube on my TV until after I was premium, so I don't know what it looks like on TV. I wonder, can you skip? Can you still skip them? Like on the TV, I would think you'd probably still get that button that says skip. Sky is very, we got a good sunrise going on behind us.
There's 007 says I would not use a TV to watch YouTube. I would use an adapter, plug the computer into the TV, then watch YouTube with no ads that way.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, if you have the ad blocker, you're right, that would be the way to go with that. Well, most of the time, if I'm home and I'm on the computer, my computer is just a big TV screen. I have a big TV screen in front of my treadmill, and so I have a desk, and so I walk most of the time while I'm on the computer. But most of the time, that is it's on a TV, but it's the computer that's connected to the TV, not that I'm not watching it actually on TV. But then again, I do watch it on TV. I do watch it just straight on TV sometimes.
Chris007 says, yeah, most PCs have HDMI anyway, so easy to connect to your TV.
Yep, that's exactly what I do. I like it because the screen is big enough that I could just have, at the most is like 4. I could have 4 different like corners of the screen with different windows. I usually only have like 2 maybe at the time. I was updating my banner yesterday because when I first created my YouTube channel banner, I was making it for the section that is visible on all devices. So like when you upload a picture, I don't know if you guys have ever done that, but when you upload a picture to be your banner, it's kind of tricky because the full picture that you upload is only available or only viewable on TVs. Then there's a section in the center that is viewable on computers, PCs, and then there's a slightly phones.
Here007 says, most people I know don't have a TV. What my friends have is a huge 42-inch computer monitor on their wall and just do everything with their fancy water-cooled gaming PC. Lol. Chris007 says the banner is hard to do as it's cropped out so much.
I know. Well, so yeah, so I have taken, I work with Photoshop, but I have created sort of a template so I can tell what you could see in certain sections now. But I didn't like my old banner because if you ever looked at it on a TV, I just had my chest like cut off. Like it looked stupid. So I wanted to update it. So I did that yesterday. But it takes a while because you gotta kind of make sure that if you have words, I don't want them cut off on the phone version. It is. It's a very tricky thing. We buffered for a second. Getting some condensation on the window, but I'm going to let it go. So I think it'll. like a fog hanging right above the road up here. Interesting looking. Chris, where are your clothes? Are they in the dryer? Or were they in the washer? Look, I think they're going to go through some fog up here. The sky looks very funny up here. It's like definitely getting foggy. Do you see this? Kind of weird looking.
There's 007 says in the dryer now, not long, only 20 minutes and that's done, thank God law.
We're definitely getting condensation on the window again, but I'm going to let it, we're going to ride it out and see what happens. Let's see if we can avoid the windshield wipers. I don't know. I don't know if I can do it. I might have to hit him. I'm going to hit him. Here we go. See, it didn't really help that much.
There's 007 says I hate doing laundry, it reminds me of when I was punished as a kid by my parents and had to do it, lol.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan. Laundry's not one of my favorite things either. My least favorite part is the sheets, blankets, stuff like that. That's the part I don't like.
Donna says I love doing laundry, especially folding clothes.
I wish I loved it. I don't love it. I don't love it. I don't hate it, but I don't love it. It would be a nice thing to love doing because you have to do it. And it's good. It's a very productive thing to do.
There's007 says, yeah, I hate having to put the duvet back in the cover. That is like impossible to get right first time long. I don't know how people do those hotel room service jobs. That would wear me out fast.
Yeah, that would.
Now Donna
that
says it
would
is
wear
one of the
me out.
tasks that I have that is very organized.
That's a good thing. That's a very good thing. I have it organized from a perspective that, I do it on a schedule. So, but yeah, Chris, I would not want to work in a hotel and change bed sheets and stuff every day. Oh, that's what I mean. Actually, washing the sheets and the blankets isn't the bad part. The bad part is, putting the bed back together. I can't imagine that. If that was my job, I don't know. I mean, I guess I could learn to like it, but it wouldn't be on my top 10 list. All right, we got to find out what's going on with Spider-Man today. Saturday, 6/12. What time do they open? Guess they don't open till 6:30. Is that true? The sign's not on. They're not out here.
Donna says not a fan of changing sheets.
Yeah, okay. Well, that's actually the part I don't like. Otherwise, I'm okay with laundry. All right, I'm going to call him. WhatADay Cafe, here
There's
we go.
007 says at Donaku 594, yeah, nightmare it is. I do laundry in a huge load once every 2 weeks as I can't afford to do it every week, sadly.
Well, I only do a main laundry every 2 weeks. Like occasionally I have to do something midweek, like with the t-shirts and stuff for the bakery, but my main, like sheets, tear down the bed, do all that kind of stuff, I only do that every 2 weeks. I know. It's probably, somebody's going to say, well, you should change your sheets every week. I can hear that. I do it every 2 weeks. All right, let me get my, oh, she's opened the door. So let's get the trays rolling. I think every 2 weeks for bed sheets is good. I think I looked it up one time when I was trying to decide. But the sunrise is pretty good. I like it, that'll work. They did pretty good yesterday. Here we go, 196 donuts are on display. Here we go. Here's the donut parade. Let's go to the next one. I'm gonna try and do that Here we go. We got a shift on that one. This could be a short, guys. So bear with me on this.
Air 007 says I will buy all 196 logs.
Here we go. Okay. Oh, these are all glazed. All glazed. Here we go. Play with this and see if it makes a good short. I got to come up with the right song.
Air 007 says yummy, yummy, yummy. I've got love in my tummy.
Ooh, here we go. These are all the chocolate M&Ms. There we go. And now we're working on, hold on, before I go to those two. Let's get this one. Oh, come here. Come here, Greg. There we go. All right, chocolate. Now, last but not least, here are the Spider-Man cupcakes. Cupcake, not cupcake. Whoops. Hold on. I can only tilt so much. Spider-Man. And the final tray of donuts. Here they come. I think I started walking slower toward the end there. She's going to be in there. There were the mini Danish, and now we've got, you saw these before, these are the 6 cronuts, 4 cinnamon buns, and 4 large Danish. All right, let me get these in there before she's, where in the heck is this guy? Good morning. Day, huh?
Oh yeah. Thank you so much.
I was thinking maybe you'd be wearing a Spider-Man outfit.
I'm not gonna be. Yep. He has a nice suit that he used. So I was like, if you don't mind getting it messy, go for it.
Well, that's cool. Oh. All right. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Unfortunately, the Spider-Man outfit person is not there yet. Or I would have taken you in to see the Spider-Man person, but we don't have a Spider-Man person. Okay. Boom. All right, now I have to decide on the gas. Do we want to get gas? We're gonna be at a quarter of a tank. I think that's enough, but I don't know. Let's see what happens when we get over there. I don't know. So here's what I'm looking at.
There's 007 says Spider-Man would have made an interesting short haha.
Yeah, I know, but he is not there yet. So I got to decide. I could probably get gas. I think I'm going to get the gas because I think Bob needs the van this afternoon for something. And he's probably, I don't want him to be like getting in the van and going, oh, I got to get gas. We don't want that. I wonder what time her coworker comes in. What time is it? 6:20. Sometimes I think that people I gotta hand it to him. He does have, you know, little events and stuff there. It's kind of nice. I mean, if you lived around here, your kids were into Spider-Man, stop by the cafe, Pokemon. I think it's good.
There's 007 says okay, time to get the laundry out of the dryer. I'll be back in a few minutes, Craig.
Okay. All right. Time to get the laundry. We have a lot of laundromats around. What is going on? We're having one of these days where I think I'm buffering, but I don't know why. If I see that happen again, we're going to check out the situation. I was going to be a superhero, though, I'd want to be Superman. Because I would definitely want to be able to fly. That is a skill I would like to have. With drones the way they are today, flying cars are definitely a possibility. I mean, we could have them today, but I mean they would be expensive, and I think the reason we don't have them is because they would be too difficult to have, you know, safely operated in the skies. Like, I don't know how they would control that. But it's definitely possible. It's possible to be able to lift a person in some sort of drone type apparatus and allow them to drive. In the sky, drive in the sky. I wonder how that works with like your, like if you own property, you have the land, how much of the space above the land would you consider your space? You know what I mean? Like, say you have a square acre of land. Is it 100 feet above that land that you would consider your space, your area that nobody should come into? Like somebody with a drone. Like, you shouldn't be able to fly a drone into somebody's backyard and just like look around. Right? There's a certain amount of space above the ground that is technically that person's area. Is that right? when you get above a certain level, then it's like public space. I don't know how that works, but that would become important if people were flying around in drones.
Donna says up to the stratosphere, lol.
Yeah,
Now
but-
Donna says up to the stratosphere, lol.
But, well, that's what I was thinking. That's why I started thinking that, because, like, even today we got airplanes flying around, right? And, I mean, there aren't that many of them compared to, there are a lot of them up there, but there aren't so many that I can't even imagine that one is flying over a little piece of property that belongs to somebody. I don't know. It's weird. Because the shortest distance from one space to another is not going to necessarily be the road. So people would, I think, they would tend to go in a straight line from one place to the
Donna
other.
says yes, I charge them a toll. lol.
Delta Airlines, United Airlines, they write you checks. People that live near an airport can make a lot of money if that was the case. We should get gas. I think I'm going to do it. Yeah, we're going to get the gas today for a couple of reasons. One is so that we don't have to worry about it. Don't have to worry about Bob going out feeling like he needs to buy it. And the other is tomorrow, maybe tomorrow we'll try to go into the bakery after the run. Because usually Sunday mornings are kind of quiet, so we don't have customers in there. And I can show you the mixer they're going to give away. They put it out on the top of the display cabinet yesterday. It's a pretty nice mixer. KitchenAid. That sign says $385. So didn't it? I think we paid $370 something. last time, right? 87, I think. 87. Yeah, I think last time we paid 370 something. All our front line spots. Oh, here we go. Here we go. That's a good spot. You can watch the... Can you see that he's in there? I can see him, but I don't know if the camera can see him. All right, let's get some gas. So we're a little above a quarter tank. The price is $3.85. We're going to be paying $3.70. I'm just trying to think. What do you think? My guess for today is going to be $36. $36. That's my guess. Oh, premium fuel only? No, 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 no. Oh, I can see why nobody's here today. It looks like they only have premium fuel today. I'm not paying. Oh, but we're paying $3.85 for premium fuel? Really? Hold on, dog. Wow. Why wouldn't you get it? Right? It's not going to hurt anything. This is an interesting situation. Now, I can't believe they're doing this, though. You know what I mean? They're actually allowing you to buy. Come on, read my card. There we go. Okay, so we're getting premium gas for regular price. That's pretty crazy. Wow. All right, let's do this. Look. So this is very interesting. So they don't have the premium fuel. So we're paying $3.70 for, I think normally that would be almost $4. That's pretty good. Let's see where we... Who said that? Why didn't I see that text pop up? Oh, so they don't have premium. But they're giving you the regular price for premium fuel. Or maybe they just... Maybe there's really no such thing as premium fuel. 38!
Holla says 38.
Is that your guess? Holla. Now I realized you typed that before it hit 38. But look at that. So regular and premium are the same price today. Wow. I went up to 39. I put 39 in, guys, everybody. Don't top off. Don't top off. Okay, do I want a receipt? Yes. I wonder if I'm going to notice a difference in the acceleration. We get premium. Okay. Hang on, let me take a sign. Let me take a sign. Let me take a picture of this sign here. Hold on. Hold on, dog. I'm taking a picture of that.
Sayers007 says petrol price is a joke in the UK. It's 1.63 pence a litre. It's gone up by like 20 pence a gallon in only a week.
Ours goes up and down pretty quickly. Depends on the news. All right. I'm going to send this to Bob. Let me just send, he'll like this. Messages. Where's Bob? Where's Bob?
Chris Ayers007 says the weird thing is the oil price is low, so makes 0 sense. It's all greed by BP and SO etc.
They're out of regular, so premium. Okay. Let's put a little happy, a little smiley face. Boom. Okay. All right, here we go. We filled up 30, I actually got $39 in, actually. What's going on, Holla? How are things in New York? Are you in New York? You never know. You never know where Holla is going to be. Drive. So this guy's coming out. A lot of activity here today. Close that. Here we go. I'm glad I didn't ride around trying to look for one of the pumps that had regular. Do gas stations do that? I've never seen that before. Like, I've seen gas stations that are out of one type of fuel or another, but usually that just means...
Holla says yes, I am in NY.
He's in NY. Whoa, whoa, we got a goose situation. There you go, buddy. There you go. There's a big bird sitting on the fence up here. I don't know what this is. It's a big, oh, it's a whatchamacallit, buzzard.
There's 007 says Goose on the loose. That will make a good short video, Craig.
Goose he was on
now
the loose.
Holla says, are you done with all deliveries?
I am.
It seems early.
I am. It is a little bit early. You're right. We're a little bit early. We went to, we had Lenny's, and then we just did WhatADay. I actually didn't leave the bakery, though, until 5:15. So, somehow we did get a little bit ahead of time, but We didn't start out that way because we had and I did a whole donut parade day. There's a shortcoming for that too. There's a shortcoming. Donut parade. Ooh, I think I know the song too. You know that song? I love a parade. I love a parade. Right? Isn't that a song? I think it is. You don't hear it a lot. It's like not played frequently, but it's out there.
Holla says I do love a parade.
You do. That's right. I'm kind of like venturing off into one of your specialties. Parade observations. Parades are fun though. That last parade though, that one that you did where they just like, they drove by pretty quick. That was a parade. Parade. That's me saying parade really fast. That's what that was. That was a fast parade. Get the sun.
Holla says yes. I think it's that song.
You have used it? I wouldn't surprise me because it's a pretty I don't know if there are any other songs. I'll have to look. I'll look. Even when I think I know a good song, I usually look anyway. I start searching for stuff. What else is out there?
Holla says venture off my friend. There is plenty of them in the parade world.
That's true. There are a lot of parades. Even if you were just doing New York, there are a lot of parades. The moon one was a good one though. I like that.
Holla says that was a special parade. It has special meaning even though it's a quick one.
Well, do they have a lot of distance to cover? Is that why they go so fast? It sounded like it. I think it sounded like they went through a couple different neighborhoods, maybe.
Holla says yes, a big area.
It's kind of like if you're trying to squeeze 15 seconds worth of video into 10 seconds that you got left at the end of a 1 minute short. You gotta speed it up. Window's a little dirty. I should have cleaned the window at the gas station. Either that or we're getting mist on it again. It's either incredibly dirty or I'm getting condensation on it. Or both. Came out of nowhere. Around the hill.
Holla says yesterday was a parade of sorts, but I didn't think it was for YouTube content. The funeral for the soldier who lost her life in the war.
Oh. Yeah. You probably could. I don't know. That's a good one. Like whether that would be. I think it probably. I don't know. I could see why you're kind of wouldn't think that would be. I don't know. She was pretty young too, wasn't she? Was she the one that was like 19? I mean, they were all young, but I remember one being like in 18 or 19. I think it was 19. up by the road today.
Holla says I was gonna try to show the support of the family and how many came out along the route, but something held me back. Now Holla says yes, she was 28.
Oh, she was 28, okay. I think somebody in that, there were 4 of them, right? Somebody in that group was in their teens. Which is just crazy to me. But there's a car parked out here that is from, I don't know what state that is. All right, here we go. We're back. Let's do one more, few more, another fucking. All right, everybody. I just laughed because there's a sponge above it. Do you see it? I don't know if you see the reflection. See the sponge in the window. I gotta get
There's
that.
007 says cheers Craig, hope your weekend goes well, sir.
All right, you too.
Now Donna says
you too,
take
Chris.
care all.
Everybody have a great day.
Now Holla says take care everyone. Chris Ayers 007 says at Donaku 594 see you soon.
All right, guys. I will be back tomorrow at 6. But yeah, have a good weekend, everybody. Enjoy. I hope everybody's weather's decent. Chris, you need to get some rain.
There's 007 says at Holla 6448 catch you next time.
All right, guys. Have a great day. I appreciate everybody watching. And I will see you on the next stream.